Hello, after such a long time. Summer is just splendid. I am still working on my order, which is done in a traditional style, so I am fulfilled when it comes to making art on paper. I have ink every day, so I am not looking for a different kind of break from my work. But I am calmly finishing the comic. However, this time I would like to do something different. Well, I would love to crumble something in my hands like clay. So I started by making a flower pot. It turns out it's not that easy. Plus, I forgot I am not really that good at modeling. I like sculptures, but I like watching someone on YouTube who does it much better than me. Maybe I should try a different material for sculpting, because other artists use something completely different than clay. It might turn out that this is not the best choice if you want to sculpt, and if I try something else, I would have a different approach to sculpting. In the stores where I look for things to make art, I always see nothing but normal clay. So maybe I will order something online someday. I don't even have sculpting tools, but this project doesn't need them. Calm down, it's just a frog with a cactus on its back. Great, the flower pot is done. Now, as you can see, I am improvising how to make the head and limbs. It looks so bad that I am really starting to lose heart, but I am not one of those who give up. As you can deduct, if I had given up, there would have been no video till this point. But when I added details like the eyebrows and then the dewlap on the frog, I thought this has a chance of succeeding, so let's move on with it. In my sketchbook, I made such a design of a flower pot in the shape of a frog, but I had no intention of modeling something like that. But one day in a store I found such a small cacti which seemed to be suitable for this idea. I did not think about it before because it seemed to be that this idea was very impractical. This is because clay can easily get wet and get damaged. Also, plants grow and need space. But when I saw these two cactus, I thought that it was the perfect plant for this project. Cacti have the characteristic of growing very slowly and do not need much water. So it would be a bulbosaur with a cactus on its back. I'm sure someone has already come up with something like this, but never mind, I want to model something out of clay. I am very irritated by dirty hands. It is unbearable for my sensory. That is why I avoid work where you have to get dirty a lot. This reminds me of the situation on my vacation this year. Generally, I would like to tell you about it because it was quite dramatic. I always have a feeling that something like this could happen, but this time I agreed to go with my friends to a Polish seaside for about 12 days within the sea. Generally, I am not interested in vacation in distant countries because the only thing it gives me is tiredness. And this time we had a plan to station in several places every few days. If you are autistic, the thought alone makes you feel aversion and anxiety. The first station I think of is the town of Osie. It was nice there and I could walk barefoot the whole time. Next stop, Kołobrzeg, a very nice plot of land with a house at friends. But when we were about to set off to the next station, my face was already different. Next stop, Władysławowo. Here we also found a great place, but unfortunately it was too much for me. We rode bikes to hell, and here I got overstimulated. Follow up with autistic shutdown. Well, we were at the very tip of hell, but I couldn't be happy about it. We took the train back to Władysławowo. What I appreciated about my friends is that they didn't pressure me and left me alone. They recognized that something was wrong, not like my ex who used passive aggression on me at very possible opportunity and then I shut down. When he didn't get what he wanted, he tormented me with disrespect and forcing me to say something. In retrospective, I see how bad he was to me. It was a good thing that one day when he went too far with his psychological violence that the next day I packed his things and told him to leave. What a digression. Wow, sorry. And then the next stop was supposed to be Elbląg. But my friend said that if I want to, we could go home. Of course I want. On the way we rode the Mierzeja Wiślana on our bikes and that day we returned to Silesia with a literal burning clutch. I'm not kidding. I don't think I will go on such a trip for a long time. For me a few days or staying somewhere in one place is enough, but constant journey, no thanks. A lot has happened this summer, but there is no point in focusing on this. I don't know if you had noticed, but I have changed the style of the video a bit. I edit differently than in the last video. I decided to change the speed of the video, now it's only 3 times faster, but by cutting at the right moment, I shortened the length of the video quite well. I think it's quite nice to watch now. It's different and it seems to me that this video holds attention better. I won't surprise you here, but the frog will be green. I am aiming for a light green, then this pot will match the rest of pots in my room. For some reason, I lost the step of applying a white base coat and applying the first layer of green. There is no footage, no idea what happened. I like these black eyes. I would be inclined to leave them completely black, but I will add some small details to make them shine more. If I left these eyes completely black and put a shiny varnish on them, I think the effect will be quite nice too. You may ask why I'm doing such black makeup around the eyes of this frog. I have a reason for that, because I noticed after the sculpture dried that the eyes and the head were quite asymmetrical, so I'm trying to even out the proportions with the magic of makeup. I think I managed to fix it this way. time for the varnish. This one is from the Action Store, but it's quite good. I used the same varnish on my last sculpture that I made over a year ago. It's durable and hasn't yellowed yet, so I don't have to buy a different one. I will use a lot of this varnish to seal all the gaps and strengthen this sculpture so that it doesn't get damaged too quickly. I will still secure the sculpture from the bottom, and the last thing is to replant one of the two cacti I have. Hey, now it's shiny like a real slimy frog. It's amazing. And finally, I have to repot the cactus. I have two of them, and I think I will plant the small one, which I assume when it grows slowly will be a round cactus. The other one will rather grow like a cucumber, so it will be a elegant cactus. How it would look like with such a long thing sticking out? Funny I guess. I don't want to have contact with the thorns of this cactus, and I can't pull it out because the roots went through the pot. I will have to cut it, and I can't do it without cutting the roots. I hope the plant won't wither after that. Look, I am happy. I thought it would be a total crap, but in the end there is no shame. I will keep it. From now the frog will sit in my room in the plain sight with his happy smile. Okay, sorry for the lack of videos lately, but I am focusing on other things. I also started making music in LMMS and I am really having fun with it. But I will probably get back to regularity soon. I am working on some book that I want to do some illustration for. That is typical book illustrations. So, thanks for watching. Have fun. Bye.